Hello and namaste. So today we will be discussing regarding few topics related to the topic grinding. First is grinding ratio. It is a very common term in the subject of grinding ratio or G ratio. So basically what is this ratio? This is the ratio of the volume of the material, workpiece material removed in the grinding process to the ratio of the volume of the wear, that is the volume of the wear of grinding wheel. I repeat, it is the ratio of numerator to denominator. Numerator we are having volume of material removed from the workpiece in the process of grinding, and in denominator we are having the volume of the grinding wheel wear. Either of these ratio or the volume can be calculated by the difference of the final volume and the initial volume. So this grinding ratio has a particular value. It can reach up to 200 also. But in normal cases of the conventional grinding, this ratio is in the range of 20:1 to 80:1. Basically, this ratio is a measure of the grinding production, and it reflects the amount of work a grinding wheel can do during its useful life. That means if the volume of the grinding wheel wear increases, this ratio will decrease. As the wheel loses material, it must be reset or repositioned to maintain workpiece size. So this is regarding the introduction of the grinding ratio. Now next let us discuss regarding the grinding wheel wear curve, tool wear curve for grinding, or the grinding wheel wear curve. So basically what is happening, we are using a grinding wheel for machining a workpiece, and we note down the wear of the grinding wheel, that is the tool is grinding in this case, the wear of the grinding wheel with respect to the time. So we have plotted a graph. On x-axis we are having the time of cutting, and in that time the corresponding tool wear, let's say flank wear, crater wear, we are plotting right now flank wear. Similar behavior will be also be shown by crater wear. So what happens, as the machining proceeds, time t equal to 0, the grinding wheel is very fresh and load will come immediately, it will start its work. So basically the behavior shows three distinct phases. That is what we are representing here in the tool wear curve. So we have divided this into the three portions: first portion, second portion, and the third portion. So these are referred to as, first one, break in period, second one, steady state wear region, and third one, the failure region. So what the characteristics are shown in this region, let us discuss this. So basically it is a general relationship of tool wear, grinding wheel wear, versus the cutting time. Although this relationship is shown for the flank wear, similarly we can also show for the crater wear. I repeat, let us recall, crater wear refers to the wear on the crater face, and flank wear refers to the wear on the flank face of the tool, grinding wheel. So what are the characteristics of these portion? First one, break in period. What happens in this period, basically, since the grinding wheel is initially sharp, so the sharp cutting edge, they will wear rapidly at the beginning of its use. So it represents the rapid initial wear, and this corresponds to the first, let's say, first few minutes of the cutting. Second phase, steady state wear region. So steady state wear region, it follows the break-in period, and what happens in this, the wear rate is more or less uniform. In the last case we saw that it was rapid. In this case it is a uniform wear rate. So we can more or less again represent this by a linear function. Although slight deviations will be there, but more or less uniform wear rate. Then finally what happens, as the time will further proceed, and obviously as expected, the wear rate will continue to increase at a very faster rate, at an accelerating rate. So the failure region, the last region, corresponds to the accelerating wear rate. That is because the wear rate is shown as an accelerated pace, and it corresponds to the failure region. Basically the cutting temperature is higher, the time is now large, or we can say the time has advanced to a much more value. Cutting temperatures are higher, so what happens, the general efficiency of the machining process is reduced. So what happens further, if we continue, the tool will finally fail, grinding wheel, by the temperature failure. So that is what we can discuss and characterize the various behaviors as observed in the different portions of this grinding wheel wear curve. Thank you.